Hey, and welcome to another exciting tournament game in the Line War tournaments. Today we're looking at Group A, I think. Yeah, Group A. And it's Keaton versus EnergGyZ. Very interesting matchup. Both very good players. My favorite in this one would probably be Keaton, but as we know, everything can happen. The other players in the group are Animorph and Leges Rex, I think he's called. I don't know the last one. I've seen some of his games against Keaton, I think it was, and maybe even EnergGyZ, I can't remember, but I think it's new. So he'll probably lose against these three players because they are very good. And I think he lost all so far, at least what I know. Keaton and Animorph has, spoiler alert, played their two games against each other, and they are 1-1. So it's the games against EnergGyZ that will really matter. Keaton, once again, slight spoiler alert, has already taken one game of EnergGyZ. So if he can win against EnergGyZ once again, it's looking very good for Keaton. That forces Animorph to also have to win both his games against EnergGyZ. And if he does so, then they will have to play a tie-breaking game. But let's see if it ever gets that far. I've already watched at least, well, I played this map myself, and I started up here, and I won. And I casted the game between Kartoffelman and El Mexican. Kartoffelman started up here, and he won. And now it's Keaton that starts up here. So let's see if the pattern continues. And I think the reason is that there's just so much eco up north despite having less land. So you can, if the southern player doesn't manage to keep these traits down, then the eco will just run away or explode for the northern player. The biggest concern for the north player, Keaton, in this game is probably gas. This one is fairly safe, but this one is close to the water, and that's all there is. While EnergGyZ has two fairly safe one, he can choose to spend some extra money on this one, which is also safe, and then there's this one which is a bit risky, and this one of course as well. But let's look a bit at their play styles. Keaton has gone for an airport. He's gone for eco, a factory, a barracks, and another barracks. EnergGyZ, 3 barracks, 1 factory, and some eco, a town and an industry, and also a backcabbing barracks. I think this part is very important for EnergGyZ to get, or like he can't allow the front line to be down here. It has to be up here, because otherwise Keaton gets access to traits further. Keaton builds even more eco, and he's going for the commandos. I bet he's going up here to get the traits running, and then later on he can even drop down here or various places at EnergGyZ's island. Now, in the Mexican game versus Kartoffelman, very exciting game and very well played by both. But what I missed was this play from Mexican. getting those subs up and running in this water can be crucial. Of course, they will be hard to defend, but they can also be a real pain in the and because they can snipe those trades. So Keaton would have to either invest in shipyards or subs himself or a decent amount of air, but if you got enough subs, it will be hard for air to react in time. So really exciting to see how much of a difference that early navy can do. I imagine that Keaton will build navy here as maybe the next thing as well, because he knows he has to defend this. And let's see if this is going. We can actually just click here. Yes, it's going there. So he's definitely going for 1-2 trades as a start. So, but he doesn't build navy just yet. Maybe he will try to, as a start, rely on air defending. And as seen before, I did it, Kartoffelman did it, Keaton does it. Just defend this choke and build eco. And you will win. It's such a tough spot to be down here south. And I really wonder if EnergGyZ can do it. I didn't spot this at all. That's a very sneaky play by Mohegan. Let's see what he gets. It doesn't actually spot the submarine. That's huge for EnergGyZ. Because now he can build up a small submarine army without Mohegan's knowledge. And I wonder if Mohegan will just place this guy down here, do some back capping or raid for the right moment to hit a gas. Very, very good play. And now EnergGyZ actually spots him. So that's not... Oh, wait. No, he doesn't. Sorry. Now he does. It's just to confirm. He can't see anything else, but he spotted the commando. He doesn't react to it though, so maybe he didn't see it in person. Maybe his camera wasn't there. Let's look at the eco, because EnergGyZ is doing a very good job at expanding very fast. So 750, 820. Keaton is just building eco like there's no tomorrow, and he's actually trying to get the navy control of East Sea. Some air from EnergGyZ, probably to try to do some commando drops, since I see double commandos here. Mohegan wants to try to do more sneaky commandos. Unfortunately, those will land just in a spot of infantry. Did his... no, he's there. Okay. I would be very surprised if Keaton doesn't build a navy. And he just built some... yeah. But he goes... I think this will probably be for gaining navy control and keeping EnergGyZ from getting this trade. So further securing his own eco advantage. And then later on probably to do an invasion. Doesn't actually have a trade yet. He's building another town. I would maybe have prioritized this a trade. But maybe he is a bit nervous about not having any Navy defense and therefore waits a bit. And EnergGyZ is really going at it on the west. Like he's focusing, I think, a lot on not letting Mohegan get this eco. But he isn't really focusing on getting his own eco with this trade. Keaton is capping back territory. I wonder if, yeah, EnergGyZ can see that it has become neutral. But it can be tough to spot things like that. $1,000 for EnergGyZ and 1,000 for Keaton. And Keaton knows he really needs this gas. So I think the Navy control in this map is very important, because here obviously there is one trade that you can either try to get up and running as a South player or try to destroy or keep from building as a Northern player. And as a Northern player, this gas is really important to get because you have so little gas, and if you have Navy control you also can secure this gas better. While the West, obviously, all these trades, as we already talked about, but not only that, there's also, if Keaton had control here, he could kill this town if EnergGyZ had it, and he can even do land invasions from the back here. EnergGyZ does realize there's something going on down here. This striker will not spot the commando, but it spots the barracks. If EnergGyZ gets control of this, he can, obviously Keaton would also be able to help out on this job, but EnergGyZ can destroy this town, this town, this town, and this town. It's 4 towns and 1 industry, that he can actually 5 towns. And even maybe 2 more industries. So he can really keep Keaton's eco down with 5 towns, 2 trades, 3 industries, and 2 cities. That's how much he can keep Keaton from having. That's a lot of ego. Now Keaton spots this shipyard and is going for it. I think with the, maybe not. Maybe he's just searching a bit here. And he's really just being annoying with that commando. Very surprised to see no Navy from Keaton here. It seems like he's just betting that EnergGyZ won't do anything. So right now this will be big for EnergGyZ, I think. But Keaton has so much money. 1,250, 1,150. But EnergGyZ in a energy situation, or a lack of energy. And he's building one more. Now Keaton would be able to see that EnergGyZ is going for some Navy here. And he's reacting instantly. So of course EnergGyZ really don't know this, but now is the time for him to attack. He has the upper hand, and he can destroy this before Keaton gets anything going. Keaton is building a rocket, and then he's just trying to annoy EnergGyZ, keeping him busy. All these units could potentially go over and hit the gas. But of course it requires that he has some sort of navy control, or does it in a very sneaky way. Keaton has so much money, so he can just put down whatever he feels like right now. So EnergGyZ really needs to shut this navy down before it can just run him over by pure quantity, money, ego. And EnergGyZ is just searching for this guy. And now he's getting desperate for even more gas. But at least it will be secure. So I definitely think it's worth it, because he's lacking energy right now. Even though he got that much eco up, or navy up here, he won't be able to use it. And the issue with this one is that as far as I remember, the artillery entrenched. Maybe it needs to be entrenched, but it can reach this gas. So he would have to pull up his defense line here. Now Keaton is doing a sneaky invasion here. I don't know if it's sneaky, but it's at least it's really giving EnergGyZ some things to think about. He doesn't have much time to focus on anything else than commandos in the back and various commando drops, invasions. But he got it under control. But he's out of energy. Keaton has plenty. And this also screams that EnergGyZ is a busy person right now. He's building transport boats, and he doesn't realize he's building even more. He just wanted one destroyer to cap this. Now he reacts. Well, that's good, but a transport boat will take forever to cap that. And let's see, Keaton, he's trying to hit this, and he can. And now EnergGyZ is going at it. So let's see Keaton's eco now, 1500. He has so much money. He'll just slap down 2 more shipyards. No worries. But he's as 1550 now. What is EnergGyZ at 1200? There goes one town. The shipyards are down. Now EnergGyZ of course needs to actually find this. Don't think... he actually can see one of them. Okay. So that's not good for Keaton. The question is if he has the... overview to actually spot it in the middle of this chaos. Keaton just puts down 2 ship sub pens. I think it feels like Keaton is kind of playing it like he's not really going all in right now. It could feel like that way when you have 2,000 in the bank at this point and you slap down even more eco. You're probably feeling pretty confident. Got that rocket on the way. I think EnergGyZ needs to cut these subs. Maybe. Because they can't hit the towns anyway. At least he needs to have them some sort of checking. Keaton has 2 commandos here. Just waiting to do their job. Getting told what to do. And now Keaton is doing another invasion. And now EnergGyZ realizes that he has to do something about this. But he still has issues with the energy because this takes so long to get up and running with the 2 transport boats. And he's definitely starting to get some issues here. That invasion is going good and Keaton realizes that he can actually maybe push through. I don't think that was his plan to start with, but now he sees that it could actually work this. He gets a barracks with the 2 commandos. Now he might get a factory. And Keaton completely paralyzed this airport by having missile ships just outside it. And this is the power of eco. Put down 2 factories in your opponent's territory almost. EnergGyZ keeps this navy down, but he hasn't spotted. Can see those? Nope, he can't see those, but he can hear those torpedoes. Let's see if it... Yeah, we can't even see that it hurt Keaton's economy, but I guess he built more economy such as this. And here comes the rocket. And just clears the way for Keaton's army. So even though I like that EnergGyZ went for Navy controller over here, I think it was too slow to, like he could have sent the first submarine just roaming and see if it, can I attack, is there any enemies up here? And then he has not been good enough to build his own eco. He doesn't have this, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have this. Of course that requires that he actually has control here, but but it definitely is a very tough spot to start in south in this map. Yeah, I'm very curious to know if anyone knows of a tournament game on this map where the southern player won. I would love to see that. EnergGyZ trying to do something in the East Sea, and my bet is that it's a transport ship and he can really hit this gas. And that's probably one of the only things he can do right now, is that he can play on the fact that Keaton is feeling very safe up here. He has no defense. But even if he did manage something, his main base is really crumbling here. His navy control in the west is crumbling, and Keaton just has so much money that he just rebuilds everything as soon as he doesn't see a submarine near it. Keaton could put down 5 barracks here and it wouldn't even touch his economy. And yeah, this is a player that feels confident and in control. And yes, he loses things like this, but now he will build it again, I assume. Like, right now. Maybe, maybe not. Because he has so much that it doesn't even hurt him. While EnergGyZ is struggling, his income is very limited. I think this is his last shot at anything. He could stop the invasions if he gets all this energy. Of course he can't stop this, but it could help him focus on this, at least. But in a minute Keaton will build a town here as well, when he clears this navy. But I do like this play from EnergGyZ. And I don't think EnergGyZ played a bad game. It's just not a good starting position. So I guess you could argue it's the starting position that he didn't do properly. But so did many others. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to win starting south. I bet it is. Well, of course it is, but like two good players against each other. Is it possible? I don't know. It's nickname that has chosen these maps, I think. So maybe he thinks that it's definitely balanced, but it could also be that he thinks that both player would start up here and then kind of cancel each other out, and then it would be more of a game of where to start down here and how to expand. But yeah, funny enough, like those 3 games I know of, one clearly just got the upper island and the other picked down here, so I don't know why that has happened. It's just by chance that each game had one player that wanted or preferred each part of the map. And here comes the invasion. This is a very good play. But he needs to hit this to actually shut down Keaton's energy, because he has a bunch in storage. But I think we can also be real and say it probably won't matter too much. Yeah, he's aiming for the 3 important buildings here. I don't think he will be able to kill this, actually. Which is a shame. And here comes the Navy to stop this reinforcement. So Keaton will just have to take care of these units, and then it's over. Like, EnergGyZ won't be able to reinforce it anymore. And like, if he got this, maybe he could, yeah. Okay, there you go. GG, well played. Tough position for EnergGyZ. He did his best. Keaton, I think he just played it relaxed and comfortable. Never felt worried about that game. So yeah, very well played by both. And Keaton is definitely a favorite for the later brackets. So no shame in losing to him at all. It will be interesting to see if that means Keaton won both games versus EnergGyZ. So let's see if Animoth can also beat EnergGyZ in both games, and then it will be a tie for the first place between Keaton and Animoth, and they will have to play a hopefully thrilling tie-breaking game. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you want to watch more awesome line war games in the future. I'll try to keep up at it at least. So yeah, bye.